to you live from all over the interweb. Is them Gravel Road Boys giving you what you want?
Woo!
Woo!
That's right, it's the What You Want show. So what you wanna show? You send your videos and we make some more. Make sure to keep it educational.
Gravel road boys and we love to flaunt it. And we make them all woo like the house is haunted. So we grab the webcam and we jump up on it. Got the crowd yelling, give them what they wanted.
The wUw, it's the What You Want show. Oh, the wUw, it's the What You Want show. Oh, who knew you could do what you want show? Yo, wUw, it's the What You Want show.
Welcome.
Oh, whoa. This is the What You Want show with myself and old Toddy Locks.
Yeah, got my sipping cup.
I hope you appreciated that opening. This is the first time I've ever had an opening theme song for a show I'm in. We were two people within 6 feet of each other for that. We risked our lives filming that for you.
It was really fun shooting that. We had a good time.
This is the What You Want show. So we're asking you what you want to see both in this show or in future shows. You can also submit stuff yourself. In a moment, we have one submission that we really want to show from a really great fan. And it's a video that already exists, but it's got over 300,000 views. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Before we
I'm this much into my bottle of Captain.
That's a pretty good amount. Get a backup.
Starter.
This is also a fun drinking game. If you want, I think it's fun. Go ahead and drink anytime that you learn something in this show. This is unlike any other comedy show in that we hope you learn some things. We have some educational pieces for you. We think you're going to really enjoy it. Right now, we'd really love to see if you're watching this on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. Go ahead and comment something that you'd like to see in this show. Or if you have a question, ask us and we might know the answer.
Right. Also, I want to shout out Coca-Cola. We are looking for sponsorships, any and all times and any of all types.
Sure, and I don't know what made you pick Coca-Cola, but yeah, Coca-Cola's cool. There's a bunch. Now, what I mean,
I also have a segment that I need the home audience to weigh in on. I'm going to do who would win in a fight. So down in the comments on something, let us know who you'd like to hear about. Who I think would win in a fight. I watch a lot of MMA. I do karate in the garage. Kind of some serious. I watch kung fu movies. So whoever you want to see fight, historical figures versus people in the future, old versus young, just send it in. I'll give you a good breakdown of how they fight.
Yeah, weak versus strong, lazy.
Well, that's pretty easy to figure out who's going to win that.
Well-trained fighter versus someone who talks a lot. Go ahead and type that in right now. Again, whether you're watching Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you can go ahead and comment and we will be able to see that. Also, I'm going to be going out on the streets to do some improv. And I know what you're thinking right now is that's dangerous. You need to be wearing a mask. I will be wearing a mask. I will go out there. I will keep my 6 feet. A weak Muhammad Ali versus a strong Muhammad Ali by Brett Mens. Let's go ahead and hear the breakdown of that.
Well, see, here's the thing about strong Ali. Strength and not weakness. You look at weak Ali, you got weakness lack of strength. With that lack of strength, you're lacking quickness, you're lacking power, you're lacking any kind of knockout thing. So usually you want to hedge your bets towards in a strong versus weak contest. When the contest is a very physical contest, strength wins the physical contest over the weak. So I'm gonna put my money on strong Ali over weak Ali, possibly by the 5th round.
Okay. Also,
Well, he's gonna let it, because he realizes, he doesn't want to shit all over himself, so he wants to make it look. He's gonna carry him 4 rounds. He can take him out. He's strong. I'm Toddy Locks. That's who would win in a fight.
I real quick, I wanted to mention that we do have an audience for this show. This is something new that we're trying. We have a few folks watching here in this Zoom. So if you're hearing some laughter during the show, don't worry, nothing's wrong with your phone. We just have some people who find some of this funny. So let's go ahead and let's just.
There aren't people behind you laughing over your shoulder. It's coming from inside your phone.
Excellent. And we have one person.
Maybe it'll be like being in a room with your friends for a while, watching something on TV. Maybe you haven't felt that in a while. Maybe we're just the ones to give it to you.
All right. So in just a moment, I'm going to head out of here, and I'm going to see if I can convince anyone on the street to do an improv scene with me. Todd's going to take over for most of the show as we show some videos. And if you think, oh, I have something that I'd like to share with the world, it's a little bit of knowledge, you can go ahead and record that sketch, make it fun, send it to us. If we like it, we will put it in the next show that we do. And again, we have some ourselves, and we have a dude named Justin Branson out of Denver who made a video on how to make food when you're in prison. So I think you're really going to love that video. We're going to show that to you here in just a moment. Todd, do you have anything else you want to plug before we get to that?
Well, I was just going to say that Justin's a cool guy. I like him. And when I see him again, I'm going to give him a high five and a big old hug. I've seen Cell Block Bistro. It's very, very funny. Dude, he's hilarious. I'll say this about him. He is an air sex finalist in World Air Sex. Yes. They flew him down to Texas. He put pudding on his chest. He's the dude, man. He's cool.
All right. Is our audience ready to watch that video?
Woo woo! Yes.
Woo woo woo. All right.
Hey, I don't have to do anything to make that happen, right?
No, we don't have to. Natalie, a wonderful tech person, Natalie is going to connect that for us. So let's go ahead and start the video.
To Cell Block Bistro, the only cooking show you get to learn how to make in jail. Or you're some broke-ass college student in your fucking dorm, this is probably how you're gonna eat. Tonight, we're gonna make Penitentiary Pizza. So, to make Penitentiary Pizza, we actually don't need anything stolen from the lunchroom. Everything in this dish can be purchased off of commissary. We've got our empty chip bag, also known as jailhouse oven. To make our dough, as every pizza needs, we're gonna open up our ramens, and we're gonna put it in the bag. We're gonna take some corn chips, they're the cheap kind, but they're still good, and put them in the bag. You give them a good crush with your hands at first, and then, like every good cook, we need a rolling pin. What you do is you go buy shampoo. You should have money on your books, it's not too expensive. Son of a... Try to have some pretty things in here. Take our seasoning packets. Put those inside the chips. Mix it up nice and well, and we're gonna pour into our bag. You generally wanna make sure that You can see just a little bit above the water, but not too much. So now we're gonna mush all this together. At this point, we're gonna bring out our rolling pin. Lay your bag as flat as you possibly can. And we're gonna roll out our dough. You're gonna fold over the edge of your bag. Then let's place the bag underneath your pillow so we can keep heat. We want it to harden for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now in the meantime, we've got a few other things we do need to do, which most importantly is cut our summer sausage. Every person that goes into any sort of penitentiary or jail is given an ID. I bet you they even can have one at Guantanamo Bay. Peel back your summer sausage casing. It's like an uncircumcised man, except the foreskin won't be coming back on this one. It's a good jail joke. We're gonna take our knife and cut into our summer sausage. I say cut as many slivers as you want. Take your summer sausages and cut them into quarters. Now that we have our sausage ready for the pizza, let's check on our dough. That's a fine looking pizza crust if you ask me. We take our squeezed cheese and put a nice layer on our pizza. We come back to our knife and we're gonna use it to spread out the cheese. It's not gonna be perfect, so I'd get it as close as you possibly can. So we're gonna take our sausage and spread it out nicely and evenly over the pizza. We cut it into slices to your choosing. I don't care if you like Chicago style, New York style, or California pizza kitchen. This is the only type of pizza you're gonna get in any jail. Bon appetit.
Mm.
All right. That was Prison Style Bistro there. Justin Franzen. My mask is all slipping here. I'm out here on the
Justin
street.
Franzen, my man. That dude's so cool. I hope none of our viewers ever have to eat that, though. That did not look appealing.
Would you take a bite?
I would take, I mean, yeah, I would see, of course. Like, it's like if you tell me the milk is gone spoiled, I'm still going to smell it. Like, you got to know how bad it is, right?
Yeah. Also, again, if anybody learned anything, make sure to take a drink.
I learned a little something about foreskin. I don't know if I could repeat it, but
Who's phone? All right. So I'm here downtown, walking downtown, walking under the old market. Anyone who's familiar? Most people watch this probably are. And I wish you could see this because I have my phone duct taped to a microphone stand.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Guy and it's Audie who might want to go ahead and go see it. He said no, that's fine. I'll find someone.
All right. Sounds like Rhodey may be getting taken away in a spaceship. I don't know if he's hitting a weird spot with his cell signal or something like that. We want to wish him a safe passage. Sorry, my dog's going crazy here. We got coming up, Natalie, if you want to run the video, we got Dylan Rohde with a master class on sketch writing. He does actually teach these classes. I don't know what the schedule is because COVID has ruined everything.
Yeah, you're gonna learn a whole lot out of this one. Let me tell you.
Get your drinks ready, folks.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to my masterclass series on sketch writing. My name is Dylan Rohde, and I'm here in the middle of the Backline Comedy Theater, which is in the middle of America, which is in the middle of the world. Now, before we get into writing a sketch, I'm going to give you my top 3 tips on how to write a sketch right off the bat. Number 1, nobody can teach you how to be funny, okay? Either you're born funny or you're not, Okay? Nobody understands what comedy is, so nobody can teach it to you. Except me. Number 2, comedy isn't funny. It's art. Okay? And art isn't going to necessarily make everyone laugh. Everybody should interpret what you're doing differently. Someone in your audience might be crying. Everybody might be crying. Rule number 3, no callbacks. Now, why get lost in a premise, right? Why bother coming up with an idea of what your sketch is going to be about if it's going to be interpreted by everyone differently, okay? Just allow yourself to let the ideas come naturally. Whatever comes out is amazing. You need to believe in yourself. So just start writing words. And don't stop until you've written a bunch of words. They don't need to connect. You don't need to have a reasoning for why you're going from one word to the next. If writing's not your thing, get on your phone. Use your predictive text by hitting the middle button until you've got a whole bunch of words and you've got a whole sketch written. The best thing about dinner is that it comes with food, which comes with food, which comes with my car. Yes, I had one like that one time. There was a one-time thing where I had that thing one time. When it comes to making choices, remember to always follow the plot. What do we need to follow in order for this story to advance? Take us on a journey. Let us go wild, so 10 minutes at least. No sketch should be less than 10 minutes long, or it's not a sketch at all. A joke. Do you want to be a joke? And you'll remember this. You'll also remember no callbacks. 2 things that will instantly make any sketch better. Silly costumes and ridiculous props. It's important when you're writing a sketch to talk about things. Don't just show an example or use a sound effect. Farts are a great instance. You can have people talk about farts, but just don't use a fart sound effect. See that? You were expecting one, and it didn't happen. The goal is to get a really well-written sketch. If your sketch is good enough, you don't need good, trained actors. You can have people like your best friends be in those sketches, and it'll still be great. You also don't need to spend money or search out somebody who's good at video editing. That kind of stuff isn't as important as well-written material. Also, no callback. And that is all for today. I hope that you've learned how to write a sketch yourself. And for any reason you decide to take another class and your teacher teaches you anything differently, I hope you tell them that they're teaching it wrong and you have a friend who told you something different.
All right. So before we get to the next one, I did find somebody here. I've got Jesse here.
Oh, snap. What up, Jesse?
So we're gonna do an improv scene here, and Jesse has a whole bunch of friends, or at least people who hang out with him. Coming up. So, what we're gonna do is they're gonna give us a suggestion. Again, I just found it's like 2 blocks down from Backline. We already got someone to do a scene with us. I'm really excited. They're gonna give us a scenario. So what scene are we gonna? Jesse and I are gonna do here. We're both at Chipotle. He's gonna be a customer. I'll be. He's gonna get insanely messed up. So both of us are just getting so upset. Okay, maybe I quit at the end. We got this whole scene written out here. We got this whole thing. I don't even have to come up with lines.
All right.
Jesse, let's go do this scene here. I'm working at Chipotle. Actually, pretty nice. I don't mind it too much. I used to work at Goba. Hello. What would you like a flower cell or wheat? I'll take. No, I actually don't do that part. I just do the tortilla. Do you want a flour or do you want a wheat? You want a wheat? And you said it's good. It's not good. It's just not. I'll take cold. I don't know what. You want me to surprise you? City? You're a cousin. Yeah, of course you do. God damn it. I just want more professional customers. Is that too much to ask? The too much to ask is someone to come in here and tell me that they want wheat tortilla and then just move to the next spot. Or someone asks if they want pinto beans and black beans. So, I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, you have a boss. I want to be a Karen, but you're totally being a Karen right now. You're the third Karen today. What? Someone's here though. Hey. What? You know what? You know what? No. I'm not gonna go get my manager. Because you know what? I might quit or something. I I don't know. It doesn't mean that works. You don't even know. I got you a week tortilla. All right, thank you, Jesse. No, you did great. I appreciate it. I hope our audience enjoyed that, and this audience enjoyed that. Let me quickly point out each of you all has to say hi. One more time there. Great. We're gonna keep walking around. Todd, you got something else you want to introduce?
That's right. Coming up. We got another video. That's right. For the What You Want show. Next up is a video I believe that I did. Is about how to make a fire starter puck. Dally, is that the one that's coming up next? It is. Sweet. Here's a video about me. I hope you like it.
Oh, oh! Oh, I didn't see you there. You caught me polishing my knob. We have fun around here, right, guys? It's me, your old pal Toddy Locks, coming to you live from one of my favorite places in the world, my wood shop. Here, I don't always go by Toddy Locks. I like to go by Toddy 2 Turnt, because I'm a wood turner. Turn wood on this lathe. Today, I'm just going to be using it to collect a bit of this cedar so that I can teach you how to make a fire starter puck. This fire starter puck is going to make you the hit of a backyard barbecue when everybody's over there sticking sticks up their nose, rubbing them with their ass, and trying to get a fire started. You throw this thing down, bam, fire's going, everybody's happy, margaritas start flowing, shirts come off. That's how it gets down. So, first things first, I got to get some cedar chips off this. Maybe I'll come back at a later time, show you a lot more about this lathe because it's really cool too. See, check this out. You get a little speed going on it. You want to wear protection. If you could smell this right now, you would smell how good this cedar is. And that's also going to help your fire starter puck just be a hit. So now, through the magic of editing, we're going to go to the laboratory.
It's not a lab, it's just my kitchen. All right, this is where I'm going to learn how to do smash cuts in editing so I can list off all the things that you need to make a fire starter. Smash cut, go! You need boiling water. Paraffin. This is golf wax, like they used on the original movie It. Remember, it's in the basement. Little paper cup holders. An old jar. Also, an old plate, because if you mess up and make a big mess, your girlfriend might beat you up. And we don't want that.
Todd, did you put candles in the dishwasher again?
It's not candles, it's golf wax, like they used in the movie It. You remember?
Today, Toddy Locks.
Your skills are no match for my power. Let's go.
Ah!
I never did this before. It's always important to wear safety glasses, though. I put cedar chip. This is full of cedar chips. We're gonna put them in the cupcake stuff. Yeah, and some pot. Next, you gotta cut up the paraffin and put it in a jar. Voila! Maybe I should tell you not to try this at home, because I'm no scientist. But see, what I'm gonna do next is pour this water in this pot. Because we got a double boil. I like to, get it hot right off the bat. Nice and steamy. Yeah! While you're waiting, put some cupcake thingies on your old plate. And then there'll be another thing that you do. We're waiting on it to melt. It'll probably take a little bit. This is a process called double boiling. It's a little scary. Oh, that made a weird sound. All right, let's hope we don't kill anything here. 2 hands. Oh, this is going poorly. Poorly? Get it? I'm pouring it. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. And it's creating the pucks to start the fire. Would you like an hors d'oeuvre? Doesn't that look scrumptious? I believe it's cedar. So this is like the final product. This is gonna start an amazing fire. We got the wood chips in there. Let's see. I made 7 of them from half a thing of golf wax. I think the golf wax was like $6. I'm excited. I think it'll work really good. I haven't tried it out. I've never done it before. It's just a thing that I was gonna do. And Rhodey's like, let's make the show educational. And I was like, maybe that will push me to finish up some projects. Next week, we're gonna take the fire starter and I'm gonna show how to make a campfire. Because that'll come in handy once this post-apocalypse world really kicks into gear. I'm so excited to have shared this with you today. Take it easy. I love you. And back to the show.
All right, that is back. I am down here on the corner of 12th and Howard. It's a lovely night out. Turns out there's a lot of people out and about tonight. So this isn't going to probably be as hard as I thought. We'll find out here. A lot of people are just eating in the restaurant.
I had to drink a lot during that last one because I had to learn how to edit. So in that, every time there was an edit, I think by the rules of the show, I was drinking.
All right. I got to find some folks who, see if we can find some people who might be interested here. All right. All right, would either of you two want to do an improv scene for a live streaming comedy show? Yeah? No, thanks. Okay. All right, thanks. Almost.
Hey,
That was a close
ask him if it has anything to do with the fact you have a cat mask.
one. It might.
That dude's like, this guy's gonna try and hump my leg or some shit. Damn furries, I'm coming out here. This is my first time out in 6 months. I've been living in it. I'm not shitting on that guy. This is a made up guy. But he's like, I've been living in my basement for the past 6 months with my family. I came out tonight and one of these damn furries is trying to hump my leg.
All right. It's it's a Friday, so it doesn't feel like a typical one, but it does feel like a typical Thursday.
Are there any musicians?
I hear it drumming, but I'm not sure how far away that is. Oh, okay, they came back.
This lady here actually shot a movie right over
Did
here.
you?
George Clooney.
Oh, did you hear that? What was it? Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, we got a co-star from Up in the Air. Okay, I was like, okay.
Yeah, not up there.
We would do a scene. So maybe you would give a scenario. We would act it out on the spot. The audience here would want.
Wait, she's an actress, but
yeah,
he's the one that's
is that
acting?
cheating? No, go for it. What? You're also in what?
She's a producer in Silence. Have you guys ever seen Silence?
Yeah, man, I love it. I was like,
What?
they produced the hell out of this movie.
It's on Amazon.
Okay.
She was a producer.
That was the one with like the scary killing creatures or whatever. They come after you. Nope, that was a different one. Okay.
So she's
It's about PTSD in the military.
Okay. So I'll just be in the military here.
What's up, Todd?
hey, I was in the military.
Nice to meet you.
So you and Rhodey are gonna act?
How are we gonna act?
Just like a minute long scene.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
We're gonna
Okay,
do.
what's the scene?
All right. So we'll set the. You got a fairly good shot here. A scenario. What's happening?
How's that?
Sure. And if we're just two people, I'm surprised you're pregnant. No way. You're pregnant. No, you've been eating a lot of bagels. I just thought it was that.
I know. Corona diet, or
What's that? I don't know.
emotional eating, everything, drinking everything.
Not when you have it, but when you're at home. Fear of it. Who's this guy? Your boyfriend just shows up to work.
Who's this guy?
That's the Tiger.
I'm trying to try to work together in commercials right up there. They're commercials. They're great. And we're
I was gonna like bust in and be like, "Who's this guy?" type of thing. What's
what's going on? What's happening? Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Little air pump there. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. What's your name? Julie and yours? Ben? Yep. Great. Julie and Ben. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So everybody go to Amazon, look up the movie Silence. It's about PTSD. So wait until you're having a bad day, I guess. Probably doesn't sound like a comedy film. So maybe this isn't the right crowd to market it to. But we got Rhodey running through the streets of downtown. Rhodey runs the city. And then do you want to find another person, or do you want to head to the next video?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start heading back right now because Oasis, if anyone isn't familiar, Oasis, lovely restaurant right next to Backline, made me a sandwich. So I'm gonna head back as we're wrapping up this show. I will not be finding someone else, but I will be eating a sandwich hopefully by the next time you see me.
Man, that is a guy who can manage some time, some shows, and some eating, filling up his belly welly. Got some soul food from a locally owned business. He supports the neighborhood. Go out, support him at the Backline. Actually, I guess you can't do that right now. Send him a bunch of money. The more money, the better. You can deduct it from your taxes, not legally, but you can do it. So go to send Rhodey a bunch of money. Say it's for the Backline. Feel good about yourself, and also check out this video that he's got coming up. It's Too Much Oregano, I think is the name of it.
Yes. have too much oregano around the house and don't know what to do with it, I recommend trying to roll an oregano joint, and we'll also be learning how to create your own homemade carrier. That way if somebody's walking around, they don't smell oregano. We know how people get hungry. A police dog might smell oregano and think, oh, that smells like good food. We don't want that. So what we're going to do here is we've got a bag of oregano. We've got an oregano grinder, some rolling papers to roll your oregano joint with, a lighter here for lighting it. You'll want a lightweight paper that's easy to bend, plus a harder weight paper that's not as easy to bend, and some duct tape. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and take the lid off of your oregano grinder. Then you're going to go ahead and get a nug of oregano, and you want that to be broken up in your hands just a little to make sure that you don't get any oregano stems into your mix there. You don't want that in there, or if there's possibly any oregano seeds, you don't want those in there as well. You just want to grind that up as best you can until it's nice and soft and good for rolling. All right, then once it's all ground up, what we're going to want to do is go ahead and remove the main part there so we can go ahead and empty out everything that's been ground up, but we also want to make sure we're removing the base that has the ground up oregano dust in it. We're going to want to keep that dust for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty that out, and then I'm going to just put the lid back on but leave the dust separate. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our lightweight paper, and we're going to remove a section that's about the length of the tip of your finger, marked evenly down along that. So as we're ripping along here, you can kind of see that, and you just go about 2 inches there at most. We might take some off depending on what we need for the total size. But this is for your filter, so that way you're not smoking your oregano all the way to your lips. You don't want any oregano resin on your lips, or you also don't want to have to throw any oregano away. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to roll this up here. And get that rolled all the way. And it's fine if it's a little flat. Obviously, you're not going to want it like that. But then once you're done, you just kind of squeeze it. Okay, get that all out like that. Unroll it real quick. Roll it right back up. Kind of work that out so it's round. There you go. And what we're going to want to do is go ahead and get a paper out so we can roll this. So get your one rolling paper out. You want to put the gummy side up. And then just under that middle crease there, you're just going to fold another crease. And then you have a little tray there. So then you're going to just go ahead and put your oregano right there. And you want to leave a little bit of room on one end and then a good sized room on the other for your filter. And just kind of put it evenly there. And then you can see here I'm putting my filter right there. It's a little bit too big. That's fine. I can just go ahead and adjust that a little bit. Now it fits a lot better for what I'm working with, as you can see. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put just a little bit of that oregano dust on there. That's right, that oregano dust just really adds a lot of spice. I'm going to go ahead and just roll that evenly, rocking it back and forth. And then you're going to pinch that, fold it over and roll it up, and then lick it. And then just go ahead and make everything sealed. Push in that end, twist the tip right there. Then what you have is a nice rolled oregano joint. All right, now that we have our oregano joint ready to go, we're going to take this heavyweight paper right here, and what we're doing is we're creating a case. So what you want to do is just fold it 4 times, and then we'll just go ahead and rip that off. And then you'll want to go ahead and make sure that we have just about 1/4 of an inch on both sides of the joint, and then we're just going to go ahead and rip that as well. All right, and then you'll want to, once you're done, you'll rip each little corner, so just 1/4 inch on each piece there. Just rip it down just a little bit, and then we're just going to fold them in. That's right, just going to fold in each side here, and then you can roll it up, put your joint in there just to make sure it fits. Go ahead and roll that up. There you go, and you should see that it fits pretty nicely. If it doesn't, you're going to want to make some alterations. Then when you have that all ready, you're going to want to take out a piece of duct tape, and then just set that down here, and you just place the cardboard folded up right there. Then you just go ahead and place your carrier right there on top, and then you rip another piece of duct tape, and it should be about the same length. And then we're just going to go ahead and set that
right on top of the other one, and just go ahead and make sure that we're getting out everything that's like any air bubbles or anything like that. You don't want any smell to be able to come out of this. Then, once you have that all nice and sealed tightly, you can fold over any tips. You have yourself a nice oregano joint to smoke whenever you'd like.
Hey, learning sure is fun, right, guys? We all learn a lot. Hey, look, I brought my dog in. I figured maybe we could hashtag it dogs or in dog lovers, and then we get a lot more viewers based on dogs. All right, get out of here.
All right. I am almost back. I'm about a half a block away. Before I get to plug Oasis,
Have we
I
had
think we're about to
anything?
wrap up there. What?
Have we had anything come through on the anybody who would win in a fight?
You'll have to look that one up yourself. I won't be able to see the response.
Okay.
All right. What was it? Who would win in a fight?
So what do we got for the last segment of the show?
Oh, hey, we also need to know, what do you want to learn about next week? So, we want us to do a tutorial or find someone who can about any topic. What is that? Go ahead and type that right now. So we have that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. If anybody wants to do a truth or dare on Dylan, he'll probably go for it. And if he won't, maybe I'll back him up on it.
All right, let's do that before we end this here. We're almost done. We're at the end of it. Make sure to get that truth or dare in. Just a dare, right? Is it also a truth? Are you online looking right now?
Truth
Todd?
or dare. I tell you what, I had to turn off the air conditioning so we could do this show, and it's getting hot as shit around here. Because you can't open the windows either, or I don't know if June bugs are out yet, but those things sound like, oh, apparently they need a tutorial on how to cut your own hair.
All right, so we got Oasis here. You know what? I'm going to come back and get a sandwich because clearly I need to get online and see what our results is. That's Oasis right there. Once they're open again, make sure to check them out. I'm outside the back line here. Whenever we have shows again, make sure to come check us out. Hope you're enjoying this. For the improvisers watching, hopefully we'll be back to having people here soon enough. So, our results. We need to fight. Okay. Dylan versus Todd.
I feel like Dylan has a lot of, I would say, misunderstood persistence. Like, I don't know how rough his background is, though, but I do know that he's tenacious as shit. I think just from a machismo aspect, I can't say that he can whip my ass, because you know. But here's the thing: I don't want to do it. I'm gonna come. Like, if I got to fight Rhodey, it's gonna be a long, long night, and maybe even some of the next morning. He's not going down. He's gonna be that night on the Monty Python. He's gonna come at me with just ankle biting and shit. It will not end until there's nothing left of that guy, and I will come away a changed, broken man from it. So don't ever make us fight, because you'll be taking two beautiful things that come together to make an incredibly beautiful thing, and all you'll be left with is destruction, chaos, and a lot of really, 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 really sad people.
All right. Also, you were in the military, which we covered earlier.
Yeah, I don't like. That's my thing. Is like, I like to be like, you never trained in the military, okay? You're. I don't know. I saw Jack Reacher do it, and it was a lot more intimidating. Now I'm this hippie in some Elton John fucking shades, and everybody thinks I'm soft, which is true. I am. I'm very soft these days.
As we are at the end of our show, we had said if you learn anything to drink, curious how many people learned more than 5 things. If anybody posts that, they learned more than 5 things. If anybody had to drink a whole beer or a whole drink because of what you learned in this show, go ahead and let us know that as well. I learned something. I learned that there are way more people out downtown than I expected. Thought I'd see about 10 people.
Well, I think next time you need to go, we need to make you a shirt that promotes our show.
Yeah. But thank you for the
Or a
guests. Who were
sandwich board.
yeah. I hope they're watching right now, or I hope they're watching this later and they find these videos. Thanks for the guests who were on here. It was so fun to do an improv on the streets. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm done. Are you good, Todd?
I'm good, man. I had a great time. I'm ready to put my air conditioning in on. That was the first video I've ever edited for comedy purposes, so I hope everybody liked it. Rody, you had great videos. You're a bad man. You're so cool. This is a very fun show. I would love everybody in the whole world. I hope you all win the lottery and you share it with me. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow and come see our show. Come back next time.
Great. And thanks to all of our audience members as well. We had Serenity, Alex, Tika, and Ariel. And again, our tech was Natalie. Thank you very much. Woo-woo! It's the What You Want show.